So the goal for lesson 4, chapter 2 is to learn how to use the panel and editing code. So if you want to go back, history panel, you want to go back and change something, it's easy to do. Or if you want to look at your code while you're working in design mode, it makes it fairly simple. So what you're going to do is go back into the striped umbrella, and on page 226 is where it works. You go to Window, and then you're going to click on History. So in DW, you go to Window and you click on History to make sure that your History panel is up and working. Oh, I was already in there. History's up and working. You have all this history. So what they want to do first is make sure that you delete it. So it's asking you to delete the history. If I go here, here's my little menu for history. I'm just going to clear my history. I say yes, I'm clearing it all. Now I'm going to double click on my horizontal line. I'm just kind of click and drag. Then my horizontal rule comes up. It asks me to change it to 900 and then leave it at pixels and go to the left. So here it is right here at my history. So if I wanted to change it back, let's say I decide, oh no, I want it to be 80. And then a percentage is what it's saying, and go back to center. All right, here my line is changing. Oops, I don't like that, the way that looks. Then it asks you to move the arrow back to left align. And it'll go all the way back to left align, and everything will change to where it was at. Now the next thing it's asking you to do is then close out the history panel. So you just come to here and then say close. Then you don't have to see that anymore. I'm over on files. Then on page 227, it's asking you to go to the code inspector. Now code inspector is up. Make sure that you're on your horizontal rule. Oops, back to the rule. Code inspector is going to be in Windows, down to code inspector here. So now I can look at code while I'm here. I'm at 900 and it is, what is it asking me to do? View option buttons, which is right up here. There's always a menu on the little windows, and it wants you to click on, wait a second, no, this one first. Is word wrap, yes. Oh, yep, we have all of these clicked. As you get out of it, go again and say, oops, I want auto indent on it as well. So then auto indent now shows up here. We have a line left, we have auto indent. Good, now it wants us to click out of that. And it wants us to come to the 900. So here's another way to make changes, and it wants us to change it to 950 and then click on refresh, and it will refresh down at the bottom. So you'll see the code changes here and here with your line properties. On the next page on 228, it wants us to look at the reference button. So then here now it shows us, okay, we're looking at reference. This is kind of a tutorial. So if we don't know what pixels mean, if we don't know what some of these code mean, like if I want to go to the HR and click reference, it will actually tell us what that is. That's pretty much all it's telling us. Over here we have another for reference. You can close it here, or you can click anywhere in here, double click it, and then click on close tab groups, and then the reference is gone. So that's 229. And 228, 230. It wants us to scroll down and change the date. So we're going to close this out. We're going to close the tab group out here. Oops, and we're going to, I'm running out of time. Scroll down until you see the date. You're going to delete this date at the bottom. It doesn't want January 2013. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to go up here to date. I'm going to select March 7th, 1990.